Welcome back to NAB 2014. I am so excited. We got product after great product after great product, big announcements. You know, so much stuff going on, so much buzz this year, a lot of big product announcements. AJA, or I like to say Aja, came out with a new camera. They announced it today. They've been working on it for 4 years. You guys work on batteries at least that long, but there was something special on the back of this camera. It was an Anton Bauer battery plate, and that's become the standard. See, we've got this battery plate right here. You can see the plate, and this is what everybody sees on the back of cameras, on the back of lights. We just had light panels in, and all sorts of other products around the broadcast and production world. Well, you guys have, first of all, got a new battery, which we're going to talk about in a second, and second of all, you put in this nice little handy Black & Decker charger. And I only say Black & Decker because it looks like what I would take my drill, I go get a drill at Home Depot, which anybody who knows me knows I'm never doing. But it looks like the little toolbox I would get with the drill, and I like that. I think it's very handy and great. So you guys have put together a nice little charger here that's portable. Tell me about this whole setup. First of all, the battery, what goes into it, what's different about this one, and you've got the P-tap on it still, I see that, and then about the charger and everything.
Okay, well, probably fundamentally with the battery itself, it's the safest battery that's made today. The insides of the battery.
So what does that mean?
Well, it's a big blocky item, which means it's going to fall. You're going to drop it, you're going to get kicked around, and so the battery cells that are inside the case itself need to be protected. And if they're not protected, you tend to have cells that go rogue, and it causes heat, you can have fire, the cells can actually start impacting the cells next to each other. So we looked at that and said, you know, we really need to come up with a better mousetrap, if you will. And we did. We've isolated the cells, we've put cushioning around them. If a cell does go, we do.
Let's see this. You've got this. So you keep talking. I'll move my Teradek mug and show everybody. So that battery's on right now.
This battery is on. This is a live battery. So this honeycomb plastic structure here actually isolates each cell. And if this cell decides that it wants to go walkabout and get too hot, it's not going to affect any of the other cells. The battery will shut down though. There's circuitry in here for overcharge, undercurrent.
But that's smart and it's very safe.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what I didn't understand, because I've never, other than some cars that are being made that are electric right now, I've never heard of batteries really exploding. And you know, when I started in news, guys used to toss these around like they were paper clips, you know? And I always thought it was crazy, but now I know it really was crazy.
Absolutely. And you know, just to talk about safety. We have these rubber ring or grid in here. That's a shock absorber. So if the battery does drop, there's something that's going to take the impact and spread that out throughout the entire case.
But here's the thing, don't throw it.
Don't throw it.
Okay.
No. And here's another aspect of the new battery is that this is a rubberized feel on the front. And they come in different colors, and it signifies which watt hours the battery is.
So now we've got the safest battery.
You got the safest battery.
Tell me what else we got with this battery.
Well, one other thing about this, digital cameras today, and you're familiar with the spikes that you get when you turn a digital camera on.
Sure, you use the most amount of energy when you turn it on.
You got it. And that's sort of, if you think of the analogy of pressing the pedal on your car and revving the engine, you're just draining gas for what? Same thing with that digital spiking. What we've done, we've actually created an algorithm that flatlines the power delivery and doesn't get affected by that spiking. It means the battery on the appliance will last longer.
How long is this going to run a camera for? I mean, it's hard to say depending on what camera, but let's say an Arri Alexa.
Oh boy, it depends on which battery's on there. We'd have to do the math. I didn't bring my calculator with me.
But it lasts longer, is the case.
It does.
Okay.
But the longevity of the battery itself, 1,000 cycles.
Wow.
The closest competitor is about 700.
So, I mean, that's the thing, is that you've got great batteries that are durable, that are safe, they last a long time, and now they have a long life, a
very
shelf
long
life. And so how much is this battery gonna retail for?
So that one, the 90 is about $379.
So it's a little bit cheaper than it used to be.
Oh, but substantially cheaper, substantially. Plus the fact that the longevity, you're going to get probably 3, 4, 5 years. 1,000 cycles is a lot of cycles.
Right, absolutely.
A lot of cycles.
And then, so this charger is what's this? This is a four. Is it a rapid charger?
It's similar to a rapid charger, but it's a bit different. Simultaneous, but there's a priority given to the battery that has the most charge remaining in the battery.
So that it gets it back to you.
Got it.
That's beautiful.
So you're back up and running much quicker, and then it cascades down.
Right. Now I have a question. I've always wondered this. if this battery's half charged or dead even, right, and I let it get to 3/4 or a half, and I really got to shoot, what do I do? Can I just
pop it off,
rip it
put it
off
on the camera,
and shoot?
Yep.
And it doesn't damage the battery at all?
No.
And does that count as a full cycle?
It does. A 6% shift either way actually does constitute a cycle.
Okay.
So, ideally you want to get it charged back up, or take the battery that's charged the most off of the charger.
That's great to know, especially for my iPhone too, because I like to know that. And then you can put these on lights and all sorts of other things. And here's our little Black & Decker toolbox, right? Even though it's really an Anton Bauer one, I'm just kidding with that. And so, you guys also have a couple of lights and some other stuff, right? A little on-camera lights and
sure.
Yeah.
So the P-tap on the battery, that's new also.
It's a new P-tap.
It's a new. Well, we have
Same
never had a
connector.
P-tap on a battery.
Oh,
itself.
it's always on the plate.
You got it.
So you could. Oh, that's brilliant. So you don't actually have to have this on a plate for, let's say, whatever reason. Maybe your light doesn't have a plate on the back.
Exactly. You may have an older camera with a mounting bracket that does not have a P-tap. So now you have one with the new batteries.
Right.
And
yeah, I'm just going to use this camera because I like it. I want to. This is a fun camera, isn't it? I just feel like we should get a close-up of you. You know?
No.
Another angle.
Another angle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Yeah, we're having fun with it.
You like this?
Yeah.
As you see your battery charger right now, you've got a 4-pin coming out to power your camera.
Oh, you can power your camera from this.
You've got
from
a remote battery or a remote power system.
That is terrific.
And so that's.
You've got a regular 3-prong adapter. That's the normal connection.
I
forget what they call that.
4-pin on this one.
No, but I mean for this, for the power,
absolutely.
to power this. So
Yep.
you lose that cable, you can go to Walmart, and
So,
buy a new one.
And the nice thing is you can power your camera while charging your batteries.
Right. That's terrific.
Yep.
That's phenomenal, especially if you don't have to move the camera, if you're doing stable shots.
Exactly.
And look, it snaps right in just like that. It's typical Anton Bauer. So let me ask you something. I love that Anton Bauer's always been all black. Now we got these fun little colors. How many colors do we have, and can we get all black?
You can, but that would be the Sachtler version.
Okay.
VMount. Anton Bauer has actually done something it's never done before, and that's create a VMount battery for the VMount world.
Really?
Absolutely. Would you like to see it?
Sure.
I've got one here.
We've got more toys in the bag.
Another one for you.
Very nice. Wow. All right. Which one do I get to keep?
The price is right. You get to keep it.
As long as you have a credit card, that has room on it, you can keep whatever you want. All right. So this is the V-mount.
So this is V-mount. So this is a Sachtler branded.
Let me show everybody this V-mount. Everybody knows the V-mount too. So you've got the Anton Bauer brick, and then you've got the V-mount. Here you go, the little V-mount.
And this is powered by Anton Bauer. All the same guts inside, except now you have it for your V-mount accessory or camera.
So what's the difference between the V-mount and the Anton Bauer mount? Other than the V-mount, you either
one's
have
a V
one or the
and
other.
one's 3-pin.
Yeah.
Originally, the actual connectors themselves in the gold mount were more robust, but ironically, we've supplied the metal mix to a number of suppliers of V-mount. So we've got a V-mount bracket now that is superior to any other V-mount out there. It's very robust. Tough to break it.
It's terrific. That's really great. And then the Sachtler is a Vitek brand also.
It is.
And I love the Sachtler tripods without a doubt. And now they're doing other things like batteries.
Yep.
That's terrific.
So that's
How
a big change.
How exciting is it to...
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
How many of these do you have in your house?
Not enough.
Never enough, right?
Never enough.
You always need another battery. No, so really, is that the truth? The guy who does batteries never has enough batteries too? Because I never have enough charged batteries.
The thing is that it's a fear thing, isn't it?
Right.
You're afraid that I'm going to run out of juice.
Yes.
I'm going to run out of juice. And you want a dependable system, so you always, you sort of hedge your bets in a sense by having more batteries. And in this case here, your batteries are going to last longer. You get that comfort knowing that you're going to get through a shoot. And if you're going to be having a really long shoot and it's remote where you don't have power, now you can just take your little power supply with you and shoot all day long.
What's the most fun you've ever had because of Anton Bauer? Like you had to go on some shoot and deliver some batteries, or Spielberg called and he's like, let me test those new Anton Bauers. What was the most fun?
Oh my goodness. Years ago I had to do a shoot up in the mountains of Italy at a trout farm.
Wow.
And in those days, of course, you had to carry a lot of batteries. It was a great shoot, but I'll tell you what, the batteries lasted forever. I got through the shoot, and it was a great story.
That was probably a case where you had too many batteries?
Probably.
I remember I used to carry, when I started, I had an Ikegami camera. Ikegami's right across the way. We could actually maybe get a shot here of Ikegami's booth. Here you go. Ikegami's right across the way with their new 8K camera, right? So there's Ikegami. I had an Ikegami 340 with a snorkel cable to a Sony deck. The deck had a 3/4 tape deck in it. It didn't take Anton Bauer bricks. It took these batteries that lasted 12 minutes.
Right.
They were awful. These NP 960s,
yeah.
right? And then we had the Anton Bauer bricks for the camera, but they were the heavy old ones, right? They weighed a ton. When you put the light on and the camera on, you maybe got 30 minutes, but the tape deck didn't last that long. You carried a run bag with batteries for the for the deck, batteries for the camera, and like 20 extra tapes because the 3/4 tapes lasted 12 minutes. And by the way, you carried a tripod that weighed a ton, and all this other gear, a wired microphone, and you probably had 60 or 70 pounds, maybe more, in your run bag that you would carry. And now it's on this little here.
And you know, you pick one of those batteries up, and it's lighter than its older sister.
It is. No, it's very light. It's amazing. And so the thing is, and that's great. It really, by the way, it makes a difference with guys like me who got to schlep this stuff all over the country.
You know, the 150 there, it's nominal 154, so you're within IATA regulations, so you get on the plane. But you got lighter battery that's more dependable, going to get you the shots that you need, and that's what you want.
Yeah, this stuff is great. And by the way, it's funny, you know, we had 12 minutes on a tape with the 3/4 deck, and then when everybody got the DSLRs, their biggest gripe was that they could only record 12 minutes at a time before they had to start again.
Yeah.
But they could record continuously on a clip. They didn't have to take, on a card, they didn't have to take 20 cards, they just had to have one.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just funny. But anyway, Anton Bauer batteries, they're amazing. You've got the Sachtler batteries here, the VMount. You got to check them out. I tried to pull that off like a 3-prong, that's why it took so long. But look at this. VMount, Anton Bauer. Get with the program if you don't have them. Very reasonable. How much are the V-mounts, real quick?
So they're all the same price.
All the same price. Great.
All the same price.
So $379, and the charger is how much?
The quad's about $1,300.
Okay.
And the dual is $900.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I love the tool belt. And again, I was putting the wrong mount on the wrong thing. But I love it. Thank you so much. It's great to have you on. You were
fantastic.
Great.
Thank you.
This is the Teradek live show here at NAB 2014. Don't go anywhere. We have a whole lot more show for you. We got a lot of great guests. We've got the wrap-up show with Planet 5D coming at 5 p.m. We're going to be doing giveaways. If you go to the Vitek booth, you throw your card in the fishbowl, you can win a Sachtler tripod, a petrol bag, and more stuff. We got the Instacube we're booting up to put it on here so you can see what's going on around NAB. Go instacube.com. And, of course, we will get you a Black Rapid strap for being such a great guest. BlackRapid.com. Live the moment. I don't have one in front of me here, but we will get you one. I promise you that. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Black Rapid, for giving us straps. BlackRapid.com, the best camera straps. These batteries are awesome. Go check them out. If you need V-mount, you've got it now. And if you need the Anton Bauer plate, it's here for you.
Yep.
I see a lot of people getting those credit cards out right now.
Oh,
all around here, we got a lot of people around the booth. They got it. So we'll be back right after this. Stay with us.